up the Kaiser onto that will give them more capability to actually go for dives, to actually go for invades. So I wonder if we might be expecting Boom Esports to actually go for early invades just within 4-minute game time. And because if they do capitalize on that, I think it's going to be some goodness for the Arlie later on to actually be able to go faster on his power spike. But then again, we're done with the draft. They do lock in the Charlotte. But how do you think about the Charlotte last pick of Boom Esports?
All right. So when we talk about Charlotte, you think all of these power graduation, full-on outplay, splash found, all of that, the whole 9 yards. I think we're going to be talking about aggression in different lane and in different roles. They just really want to be able to secure the early game. And we actually I talked about Angela earlier on. You can clear the wave with 2 Chaos Cinders. So if we're talking fast clear, RRQ definitely has that in the bag. But when we're talking about late game, Arlie is still one of the best farm laners out there. And I think Boom Esports is drafting around Soshi's hero.
Sure, why not? They definitely would want to have that protect the queen composition for the Arlie, so sure, why not? But surprisingly though, we're not seeing an invade in this early game time. Even given the lineup of Boom Esports in here having a lot of good early frontliners like that of the DMCO as well as the Kaiser. So everyone's pretty chill in here and waiting for probably they're just gonna wait for that level 4 for their junglers to hit.
It's the usual thing, just get those ultimate, like what you did say, get the level 4 before you start to do something crazy. Now, Kaiser has been picked up by Boom Esports. Here, I want to talk about the combo, Blade Tempest and Invisible Warrior. It's a lot of range and a lot of consistent damage that maybe they can use to possibly wither down Gia's life. That's going to be also Piers connecting onto one. But hey, it's an Angela in the early game. They're going to be A-okay. But someone that's not okay is actually Jester. Does have the ult connecting onto one, but that's going to be G being taken down, actually being focused down rather by Gia. But so far, Bai is A-okay. A lot of good attempts, but so far no casualty.
Yes, no casualty on that one, primarily because Impressive have so decided into actually going onto the bottom lane part of the map to, have that potential kill onto Gia, because again, Gia is actually going to be the one that RRQ is going to be relying on to in terms of their lineups, source of damage, and at the same time, just basically the main carries. But I think there could have been a casualty from what has happened a while ago. Maybe if Impressive have gone through that river fight, but he wanted to make sure maybe trying to give that kill onto the Arlie, but so that did not happen.
Did not happen indeed, but something that also didn't push through is actually the play that 663 did. Blazing Brilliance has been popped, but they were not able to get the pick off. Good attempt, Maple Dance, like what Kaisaya did say. It's all, you know what? Arlie is mobility. Okay, in Honor of Kings. If you want someone that can jump in and out of fights or clashes, this hero is definitely the one for you. Ladies and again, Ocean of Tears, all of those combo, but Clash Lane though, you'd usually expect a lot of jumping in and out, and right on that is going to be Impressive, trying to take a fit into the map, blocking Nightmare's possible exit strat, but it's a no-no, so he decided to just go back under tower.
What my worry about here, only on the lineup of RRQ right now, is how they're going to be locking in the type of the Arlie pick, right? Because again, their only source of hard CC in here would be, the CC of Angela, but it's not even like a suppressed type of CC, so I guess they have to figure that one out, but off-cam kill! A first blood onto Dragon!
Toshi! Ooh, that was a good attempt, but that is gonna be the answer for RRQ. 2-1 now on the board, and Bai still have his eyes set on Aji, but they decided to not pursue it any longer. We were just talking about the possibilities, but then for some reason, 663 said, you know what, I'm gonna get first blood. I don't care what the casters say, we're gonna make a play, and that was a good early game so far for RRQ. Impressive being stunned. Oh no, a lot of damage. That's gonna be the Blazing Brilliance connecting onto one, even by jumping in to secure that kill. 3-1 now on the board.
Really nice use, of course, of the Blazing Brilliance, as well as the Conductor of the Souls coming from that Angela, as well as the Ogren. It seems like all of their skill shots are fairly connecting so well in here, but then again, we saw the Shark Cannon connecting onto the Arlie again, onto the bottom lane part of the map, and another fight is happening in here in the jungle camp of ours.
Yup. That is indeed also being popped by Nightmare. Miki trying to go up in, but actually Angela got the kill onto Dragon again. Look at the combo that's been knocked back connecting, and looks like that's going to be the kill or the answer for Boom Esports. They are trying their best to even things out now. Ult is available for Jester, but I think after that little skirmish, they're gonna have to let it go. Scorching Barrage being popped there as well, and Blazing Brilliance just to make sure that the wave is nowhere near the tower, mid lane tower for RRQ.
Oh, we just finished that early game. We just came onto the mid game and we saw the tower already going down on the bottom lane part of the map, and that is not looking good for the Arlie. Arlie definitely power spikes somehow mid and to the late, but given the number of kills that RRQ already has in this early game time, early to mid game time, I think there is definitely needs some catching up. Definitely, Boom Esports cannot die anymore, cannot offer their souls anymore onto RRQ because that will stop them from wanting to get the power strike. But look at this, look at the push coming from RRQ. It's just too much of a pressure from Boom Esports.
Pressure is definitely the word for it. See, Charlotte can't really try Slash and Power Graduation, Nightmare or Gia here because of the pressure and the power that they have, but at least Comms is still on point. When there is a play at the Clash lane, you do something in the farm lane. Toshi and Impressive was able to get the push, but RRQ got first dibs on the objective.
To be honest, I was expecting more zoning capabilities in here from the lineup of Boom Esports, but that is not happening. We are not seeing that happen as of yet. It is more an RRQ going for that space being created in order to take objectives tower or the epic monsters that we have. But so far in here, even though there's actually some more CC coming from the side of Team Boom Esports, it seems like for RRQ, okay, we don't really need to create some anti-CC item at this point in time because it seems like with the early advantage that they got, they want to lean on more onto damage.
They definitely want that damage. Oh, that's going to be Frozen currently onto one. That's good pressure coming in from Aji as well, but looks like Impressive. They tried to make a play there, but it did not push through. Instead, it's going to be the 2K going over to Aji. Kaiser with all of those very good Invisible Warrior at the same time. Boom Esports not going to stop anytime soon by individual of everything. Guys, trying to go to shot down. Gold is definitely secured. Impressive. 1v3 on the Liampo. That's something you do not want, and instead, Bai gets that double kill. He backed that 2K. 7-4 now on the board with roughly a 1.6k gold lead in favor of RRQ.
HP regions here and there coming from the Ogran, add more from the Elaine and the Dolia heals as well. That was not looking good. If Toshi did not actually die, they could have gotten a chance in making a comeback. They could have turned the tables around, but that didn't happen because he was actually the first one to die. And at the same time, Luba number 7, Gia, was actually left alive, being babysitted so well by Jester F. Just able to free hit, and of course with some sort of anti-tank HP based damage, definitely impressive, as well as AJ6 will having a hard time in actually catching up on the damage coming up from Luba number 7.
Man, to think that it's a lot of these micro things making it a macro thing here in Honor of Kings. Definitely it is making a difference, but for now, no fights, no pickups. I think they had enough. Okay, they tried to start a lot of fights and clashes, and they will try to make things work this time around. Again, from the 1.6k, it's now roughly a 2k gold lead in favor of RRQ. I noticed that they are the ones trying to make a play first, and let's see if they are good enough. As our panel host did say, President does jump in, connecting onto number 12, the Blazing Brilliance, connecting onto 2, onto 3, but Ladies and gets a kill onto Angela, and still the back line, you have 663, no longer there rather, but Gia taking in so much damage in the front and up the back. Actually, Miki did try to dive the back line, not going well, but something that's going well is actually going over to Toshi, was able to pop in with the Autumn Storm, gets a few kills. Now, Boom Esports, I think it's safe to say, they do get that luxury of jumping in and out of the fights, but killing spree being secured by Crucial healing going over to Jester with that wave breaker.
Wonder if this is done. Okay, they're gonna be separating ways for now. I'm actually happy that Toshi was actually able to catch up on that team fight, because a while ago we saw him coming from the top lane and he had to catch up on that fight. The rest of the members of BOOM Esports was already actually on standby in the bushes, just waiting on potential team fight that could happen, and that did so happen, making Toshi catch up on that particular fight. Fortunately, he did, but I guess he went a little too aggressive in that fight, just dashing in, just trying to go for the potential kill and not even respecting the HP regen that the Ogron has as well. And of course, the damage and the lead that so far Luba number 7 has up against him.
I like how you talked about sustained health and everything, because this Kaiser is crazy. As even jumping coming in from BOOM Esports again, but of course you have the power graduation, but the kill does go over to Gia. Crucial crack control going over to Bai, and looks like BOOM Esports forced to take a step back. The Clash laner is down. They do not want any more casualty.
You do not definitely want any more casualties, but we've seen here both of the teams are already going for that objective. With RRQ going for this Shadow Tyrant, definitely they will have the advantage on, you know, looking for team fights, and that is something that they might be looking for, but that's not what, or at least if BOOM Esports will actually decide on that. But for BOOM Esports, I like what Toshi is actually doing in here, trying to catch up in terms of the farm that he needs to match up against the damage coming from Luba number 7. So this is something they're just trying to split something around in the map, and looks like there's a Sandris game that is about to happen.
Ooh, Nightmare might experience a nightmare here, but that will be Blazing Brilliance again. Looks like 663 is A-okay, but someone that's not okay might just be BOOM Esports. They jump in, but they answer back. Migi so tanky, getting all of those kills. But actually Toshi with the kite connecting, he gets that 2K. But now Dragon is also pretty much safe, but Toshi with that Arlie, Autumn Storm, Maple Dance, they are definitely dancing around this game number 1, enabled by Dragon's Ocean of Tears and Destructive Deluge.
Oh, here's what we're found, where the tables have actually turned around, and this is the zone that we're actually looking for, coming from Impressive. Even though he actually has fallen down, they got the objective, which is the high ground turret. I wonder if this is gonna be it, because this is just Jester all alone in the map, and he will actually pull down. It seems like this is gonna be the end. A very fast game at almost 12-minute game time. Yuko, what a match.
They want to be wary of death timers, right? You have with Angela. I actually do like 663's play.